Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, this is going to be my horror portion of my movie collection. So all of my movie shelves are in total disarray, if you can see. I don't have all of my horror movies separated from all my others, but they're my favorite part of my movie collection. So I'm gonna go through these. Some of these you may not consider horror, but I do have, if there's anything like Halloween-y, you know, like Hocus Pocus or anything along those lines, I did include them in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So these are not in any particular order. You know, I just took them out and put them all around. There's a whole bunch over here and there's some over here. So I'll just go ahead and get started. So the first one we have up is Dark Skies. This movie scares me. I mean, it's not like horrifying, it's just scary. The next one I have is Autopsy of Jane Doe. Totally recommend this movie. Absolutely love it. Now this is another one that you may not consider horror, maybe under thriller, but because it does have that element of terror, I included it. It's Awake with my favorite actress, Jessica Alba. Next one I got is Cabin in the Woods with the Cruel Intentioner. Addams Family, like I said, you know, it is a family movie, but they are horrifically fantastic. Move, Conan. And that's both of them. That's both of the Addams Family. Next one, which I have not seen yet, is Don't Breathe. And 10 Cloverfield Lane. Very good movie. I enjoyed that one. Flatliners. Again, you might not think that this is a horror movie, but it does have some scary parts in it. And this is the remake. Horrible movie. I don't like this movie. An American Haunting. I tried to watch it all. I just couldn't. It was very boring. The Ruins. Love that movie. Land of the Dead. That's the only, you know, of the Day of the Dead, this is the only one that I have so far. Dark Water. Really enjoy this. That's a remake. And Drag Me to Hell. Love this movie. I have a review for it coming up soon. I just haven't finished it. Other ones have kind of came up. Final Girls. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's so fun. Even though it's not technically a horror movie, it does have that. It has enough for it to consider it. Now this one's more of a thriller, but it is quite terrifying. Gone. Death Becomes Her. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies. Totally recommend that one. Lights Out. There will be a second one coming out soon. It Follows. This is a very good modern horror movie that feels like it's in time period of like the 70s. Pulse. First time I watched this scared the crap out of me, but it doesn't really scare me that much anymore, but very good. And Nightmare on Elm Street and Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and I have not watched these since I picked them up. Actually, I haven't even seen those movies since I was a teenager, and they scared me to death. Like, I couldn't sleep. So I have Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and Halloween 2. And then I have the original It and It the remake. Can't wait for the Chapter 2 to come out. Comes out soon. I think it's the 6th of September. Skyline. Now this is more also a thriller, but you know, it does have enough to make me consider it. Fear. Love this movie. Took me a while to track that one down. An okay scary movie. The Ward. It's John Carpenter. That's why I got it. But I wasn't too impressed. Good twist though at the end. But confusing. Last House on the Left, the remake. And Vacancy. Okay. Now this one is also a thriller, but you know, The Roommate, sorry. And you gotta have this in your collection. The Blair Witch Project, the original. One of my favorite horror movies, My Soul to Take. And that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't like that movie. And The Crazies, the remake. Okay, I have not watched this movie completely. So I can't really tell you if it's good or not, but so far into it, I think I was like halfway into it, it was pretty good. The Possession, ooh, excuse me. The Possession. And another one of my favorites, Gothika. Love this movie. And an oldie, Happy Birthday to Me. They have this at Walmart for $7. Okay. So next one is The Shallows with the Cool Lenticular. Chronicle. And a really good movie. My son's girlfriend actually turned me on to this one, The Orphan. It was really good and very surprising. And last for this stack, Sorority Row. I actually have 2 copies of this, and I don't know how I got them, but Sorority Row, I think I got this one just for the case. It's pretty cool. And Misery. Gotta have that one. That sledgehammer scene is brutal. The Visit. This is a really good movie. I think it's not one of his better ones, but it is up there, in my opinion. This movie scares me so bad. And it's just because of, I think it might be like the exorcism scene. I think that's what it is, but the 4th kind. And last for this pile, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it came with this cool, if I can get it out, like this cool like collector set. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reload, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Had to put my hair up, got some water. Hope you guys got something to drink or munch on. So if you could tell from that little intro, this is The Simpsons Treehouse of Terror. I love this DVD. I got it at Walmart a long time ago. Now I got this triple feature. It's got The Sixth Sense, Signs, and The Village. I love this set. Those are one of my favorites. Village, I think by far is like up there with my favorites. A lot of people don't actually like that movie, but I think it's a very good movie. I really enjoy that one. Now I got, oh goodness, I got all 4 Screams. Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, and Scream 4. And I also rated the Scream series, you know, the Scream franchise, with the Scream series. And I'll go ahead and leave that in the iCard so you can check that out. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, so House on Haunted Hill. There's a part in this that really scares me. You know, where the head like jitters like that. That scares me really bad. Now this one is a triple feature. Goonies I wouldn't really consider horror, but it's got Gremlins and Gremlins 2. So there you go. Frighteners, absolutely love this movie. Totally recommend it. I might review this one, but I'm not really sure. If you guys want to see that review, leave a thumbs up. And this one is kind of a weird movie. We bought this at Blockbuster a long time ago. This was 2004 when my son was born. Wow. Frankenfish. It's a cheesy monster movie. This one I do not see a lot. I don't see it. So Cabin Fever, Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever, The Descent, and The Descent 2. I always see people with their collections, they have The Descent, but they don't have the second one, which seems kind of weird to me. You gotta have that second one. It's important. Now this is more like a thriller, but you know, it does have the enough elements. This is Disturbing Behavior. We also got this one at Blockbuster when it was open. $9.99. And I got this one in 2004 as well. Wow. I used to buy a lot of movies from Blockbuster. And Graywell. But mostly it's just Graywell and FYE, but mostly FYE. You guys can check out my FYE $20 challenges. I'll leave a couple of there in the iCard. Cursed. I love this movie. This movie is so fun. We watched this the other day and it was just good fun. This one, I hate this movie. I wish I could get rid of it at a good price so I can get something better. But yeah, it's Cloverfield. I do not like this movie. A lot of people like it. I don't. It's just the camera's too shaky, and you know they have a lot of found footage films that are not shaky like that. But that one is super shaky and it makes me sick. Next one I got is Beetlejuice, one of my favorite movies. I love this movie. This movie is just childhood right here. I love this movie. And I'll leave that one for Anacondas. Not Anaconda, Anacondas. And this cool lenticular case for Cabin Fever. I have it like on that other, the 4 set, but I couldn't get rid of this one. The cover is just too cool. And last for this pile, the Craft, the Scream Factory edition. I got this with the poster. That one's not going on floor. Okay. Next up we have Stir of Echoes. I actually want to watch this again. Love that movie. And I got the Chucky Killer DVD collection. This has got Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. I don't know why they wouldn't put the first one in here, which is kind of weird, but I like the Bride and the Seed most of all. And the remake of Black Christmas. They are making a remake of Black Christmas as soon as they do a trailer for it. I'm going to put it on the other video that I said the movies that I most want to watch. So I will upload that. This one is one of my favorites. Idle Hands. I absolutely love this movie, and plus it's got Jessica Alba in it, and I love her. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. Which one is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. I think I like the second one better, but just by a hair, just a little tiny bit. Let me know which one's your favorite. And with the late Paul Walker, Joyride. It was such a waste. I mean, he was such a good actor, and he was going to the top. Or already there and shooting through the roof. Okay. House of Wax with this cool embossed cover. I think this movie is super fun. I really like this movie. Another one of my favorites is Sleepy Hollow with the cool lenticular. Now, if you notice, most of my movies are DVDs. Most of them. I do have some Blu-rays, but the majority is DVDs. There's no snakes on this plane. Snakes on a plane. This movie is so cheesy, but it's good fun. And Sleepwalkers. Gotta have that one. Stephen King. Alright. White Noise. This movie is quite terrifying because it is true. I mean, not the movie itself, but what happens in the movie can happen or has happened. Then I got Underworld with this cool case. And I got Underworld Evolution. Those are the only Underworlds that I feel like I need to own. And let's see here. The Wicker Man. I actually enjoy this movie. I think it's really good. It's got good suspense. The ending is surprising. And I also got this one at Blockbuster. Rest in peace. for $3.99. And let's see, Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn, the very first one, is the only Wrong Turn that I own. I do not like any of the other ones. I have not seen the second one, so I can't really comment too much on that one, but I don't feel like I need to own the other ones because they're garbage and disgusting. The Covenant. Now this one really isn't horror. It does have some horror elements, but they are witches and there is dead and the dead, and so I feel like this one should be in my horror. And I have 2 copies of Jennifer's Body, but it's with like a set. So I have Jennifer's Body. Love that movie. And Valentine. I absolutely love Valentine. I think it's a super fun movie. Classic. And this is for my kids. Halloween. Rugrats. It's got Curse of the Werewolf, Ghost Story, Aunt Miriam, Sleep Trouble, and Spike's Nightscape. So there's that one. And this one is super suspenseful, super fun to watch. P2. I absolutely love this movie, and my daughter loves this movie. She was like, Angela, because my best friend's name is Angela. She's like, Angela. She would scream that when she was younger, but she doesn't anymore. Okay. Godzilla. I put that in there in my horror, so that's okay. And The Glass House. And Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in the cool little shimmery case. And Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I enjoy this movie. I think it's super fun. I don't like the fact that they switched up, the whole cast, but they are going to make another one. And it's going to have, I think, some of the original cast in it, but they haven't really released too much. Gotta have water. Stay hydrated. Okay. So I got this one for a super good deal. I think it was only like $3.99. And I've been looking for these forever, but I'm glad I got them in their own individual cases. So I got The Grudge, Grudge 2, and Grudge 3, and they're separated, which I really like. The only thing is I put my own case on this one because I like this case better. So, there's that one. And then I have, they're out of order. I have Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and my favorites, Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. I did rate the Halloween movies as well, and I'll put that up in the iCard. You guys let me know which one is your favorite Halloween. Leave that down in the comments below. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reload my desk, and I will be right back. Didn't mean to scare you, but I'm back. I have some more, but my card is running out of room, and I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna try and get through these fast as I can. So that's Dead Silence, The Return, and here's my second copy of Sorority Row. Dracula 2000, love this movie. I Am Legend, that's solely based on those scary zombies. Final Destination 3, that's the only one I have. The Invisible, classic zombie movie, World War Z. Now this SpongeBob Scary Pants, for my kids of course, and for me. The Butterfly Effect, gotta have that in there. Chernobyl Diaries, underrated horror movie. And an oldie, Maximum Overdrive, good movie. Monster House, Lake Placid, one of my favorites, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And Red Eyes, more like a thriller, but it is scary in some parts. The only Resident Evil that I do have, Resident Evil Extinction, Queen of the Damned. This is more like a thriller as well, but Premonition. The Fog and Boogeyman, double feature. Lost Boys, The Thirst, and Lost Boys The Tribe. I don't have the first one, surprisingly. Waste of time. Urban Legend Final Cut. I think this is a total waste of time. Not good at all. On the other hand, this one is amazing. Urban Legend. And Halloween, Nicktoons Halloween. It's got SpongeBob, Rugrats, Nickelodeons, Rocket Power, Hey Arnold, and The Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, The Haunted Mansion, Swim Fan, War of the Worlds. Okay, sorry. Leprechaun feature. Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tim Burton's always got to be in horror. Coraline, The Messengers, Hocus Pocus. This one I haven't watched yet. Soul Survivors, Killer Cut. The Eye, Poltergeist, the original. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Paranorman. And I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Those were my favorites. 1408. Shudder. Prom Night, the original. I do have the other Prom Night here somewhere. Double Double Toil and Trouble. And Insidious. Insidious 2. Insidious 3, and Insidious The Last Key. Sorry, I'm going through these quick because my camera's SD card. I don't have another one. The Skeleton Key, Silent House, 28 Days Later, Sixth Sense in this cool box set, Super 8, 30 Days of Night, Big Trouble in Little China, Darkness Falls, See No Evil, Pride and Prejudice Zombies. And also I have The Nightmare Before Christmas in this cool like set. I'm gonna go ahead and reload and I'll be right back. Okay, so Train to Busan, Trick or Treat, Goosebumps. I have that second one somewhere. And Edward Scissorhands. Ugh. Stay Alive, Case 39. Really good movie. Zodiac, Avalanche. I'm putting one on the ground. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. This is the one with, what's her name? Jordana Brewster. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the remake with Jessica Biel. Willow Creek, very underrated. Ah! My dogs are freaking out. Roseanne, Ring, and The Ring 2. Ghost Whisperer, first season. Don't Say a Word. Corpse Bride. My Original, The Craft. Ugh. The Uninvited. Big Trouble in Little China. A Nightmare on Elm Street. And Freddy vs. Jason. I'm gonna get those what just fell. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry if I say some of these twice, but Stay Alive, Hollow Man 2, Waste of Time, What Lies Beneath. I watched this in the movie theaters and it was an experience. Dark Shadows, Knowing, The Hills Have Eyes, and The Hills Have Eyes 2. This is the remake. Devil, Mama, Halloween Town 1 and 2. A Fallen Angel Collection, Legion, Priest, and Gabriel. The two I do consider horror. They are terrifying. The Strangers, one of my favorite horror movies. Pride and Prejudice Zombies. I think this one is underrated. I think it's a lot of fun. Super 8. Wish Upon. Friend Request. And John Carpenter's Vampires. Another one of my favorites, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. The Happening, Without a Case, Zombieland. Okay, I, Frankenstein, Fright Night the remake, Ghostbusters 2, a steelbook, Deep Impact, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and Stigmata. This is the second Jennifer's Body with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Goosebumps, Disturbia, Let Me In, the Mothman Prophecies, and the Pyramid. We're almost done. Hansel and Gretel, Carrie the Original, Carrie the Remake, Tremors, the attack pack. It's got Tremors 2, 3, and 4. And last but not least, The Conjuring, Annabelle, and I do have The Conjuring 2, but I think it fell down. So this will be the first part. The second part will be the rest of my movies. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you have not done so already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.